Welcome to Japan Vibes. Today, Pico interviews Ali, Japan's premier composer and performer of bagpipe-infused rock. Let's go. Well, welcome to Pico's World and to Japan Vibes. I have with me today here Ali, who's a bagpiper living in Tokyo. We're in Tokyo right now. And Ali's been active for a number of years as a bagpiper, and we'll get into that a little bit in a minute. The first time I saw you, Ali, was in a concert in Tokyo, and it was so amazing. It was my first time to see a bagpiper with a rock band, and actually my first time to see a bagpiper live, I think. But it was so amazing how you blended the bagpipe sound with kind of a rock music, and I was very impressed. So tell me, to start out with, how did you first get interested in bagpiping?
Well, I think it was when I was like 18, 19, and I was living in Osaka, and one of my friends, well, actually one of my friend's friend was in a band, and he was playing the pipes because he's been to Australia and he landed there, and he was playing it in the audience, and I thought it's cool, and I really want to do that.
And what was the next step after you saw the bagpiping, learning
Yeah,
it
okay.
and playing it?
So I thought, and in order to be a piper, probably I have to go to Scotland, because there's not so many people doing pipes in Japan. So I went to Scotland.
Amazing, amazing. And you were so young when you went there the first time. And
I don't know, because so many people in Scotland start from like 5 years old, and compared to that, it's not very, the early stage, but I was kind of lucky to meet the pipes at that age, as a Japanese, I mean.
yeah. Were there a lot of other Japanese in Scotland studying at that time, or were you the only one?
Well, I'm not very sure, but I didn't meet any Japanese piper there, and it's even now.
Many of our viewers, I think, including me, we don't know much about bagpipes, really. We just
Really?
seen maybe one kind of bagpipe on
Mm.
TV. And are there different kinds of bagpipes, and what kind of bagpipe do you play?
Well, actually, there are like more than 100 kinds of pipes in the world.
Wow,
And
I
yeah,
didn't know.
oh, really? Because, they're like Irish bagpipes, French bagpipes, and they all have different names, but they all have like, the bag and the pipes, you know. So, and the pipes I play is called Great Highland Bagpipes. So
Okay.
it's the most, famous one, and it has the loudest sound, and it's kind of very hard to play.
Maybe that's the one I've seen on TV. They play like
Yeah,
in
maybe.
military parade and
Yeah.
things like
Yeah,
that.
but I think you're from the US, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
because there are many pipe bands in the US and many pipers there, so I thought it's not so unusual.
Mm. Yeah, I envy you because you've been to Scotland. Actually, my grandfather's from Scotland, from
Oh,
Edinburgh.
really? Wow,
Yeah, but
great.
I've never been to Scotland, so I've never been.
Oh, why not? Why not? You really should.
I should really, yeah.
Yeah, really.
But so the different kinds of bagpipes, like the Great Highland Bagpipe and other kinds of bagpipes, is there a different way that you blow on it or you play
Yeah,
it somehow?
uh, they're kind of very different because some pipes you don't actually blow, but you use the back both sides and do it like this, and they they all have different fingering, and um, they also have like different pitch and different range of the sound they can make. So they're all different.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And they're in different countries and different styles of bagpipes and
Yeah.
um, amazing. Um, I did a little research and I saw that last year you won some accolades as the overall winner of
Yeah.
CLASP Grade 2.
Yeah.
And for our listeners, CLASP means Competition League for Amateur Solo Pipers. And that was pretty amazing accomplishment. And in 1922, you got multiple CLASP Grade 2 placings, including for the Pibroch style. And it says here that the Pibroch certification, Pibroch is a style of bagpiping. It's the oldest, most complex, and highly revered form of music played on the bagpipe, distinguished by its unique structure and emotional depth. So that's quite an impressive background, I think, for especially a female bagpiper in Japan, where I think there's very few, but to get that high level of competition is very amazing.
Well, the thing is, not many people, you know, um, join the competition at all. So,
Yeah, but I think it's still highly commendable. It's quite amazing for someone like me. Um, when I saw you playing in the park, I was so impressed. And your band, I think, had 3 members. And could you describe the kind of sound you're trying for?
uh, yeah. So, like, there's guitar, bass, and the drums and the pipes. And actually, I compose all the tunes, but the thing is, I only compose the melody line, and I um I totally rely on the arrangement of the music. So um I'm not trying to do something very specific, but the thing is, it's easier to understand, for most of the audience rather than, just play the pipes only.
I, s- I noticed that your music was described as a kind of a fusion or combination of
Mm,
different styles.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because other members has, the different backgrounds of music, of their music. So I just want them to do whatever they want.
was the band a complete band when you met them, or did you add one member each time you add another member? Or
So the guitar, um, I used to play in the same band with the guitar, so I just became other band
oh, okay.
master, and he added other 2 members.
Early on, when you first started, when you were younger, probably, um, how was your how has your goals changed with what you want to do with
Mm,
your music or your career from the early days until now?
mm. When I started, it's like it's not like the only thing I want to do, but um, I just started because I wanted to play it like everybody else. So to play the pipes in Japan, I thought I should know the tradition of Scotland because if the foreigner plays very traditional musical instrument, um, you know, if I were Scottish and if I see foreigner play the pipes in a unique way, I might not feel very good. You know what I mean? It might be a bit rude if I don't know the tradition. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I thought I really should know the tradition and the basic, and I should respect their their way of playing. So that's why I started competing and um, trying to win as much um, as to be regarded as a proper piper. The Scottish might think that yes, she's a good piper and she's doing um, her rock music, but she knows the tradition and she's respecting their culture. You know what I mean?
When I saw you that day in Kinshicho Park, there was really quite a large crowd, coming to see you, and quite a lively crowd. And a lot of people wanted to dance, and I think
mm.
your music really inspired them to do that. What are you doing these days besides uh, performing, and playing the bagpipe? What are you doing professionally these days?
Well, other people, I'm teaching students because there's not many place uh we can learn pipes in Japan, so I'm just helping all the beginners who wants to learn the pipes in a proper way.
Well, I know you're a teacher because my friend Sari-san,
Yeah,
she took me to your concert, and
yeah,
uh, she really likes you as a teacher. So,
yeah. She's doing really fine.
as far as you've been doing piping for quite a long time in Japan now, and have things changed? Are people becoming more open to bagpiping in Japan? Is it becoming more popular, you think, or?
Well, so I've been playing the pipes more than 20 years, and when I started, it was really rare, and nowadays it's still rare. And most of the people has an idea what bagpipes are, and they have seen it before probably, but it's still rare, and not many people doing that, you know, in front of the audience. So,
Uh, I think there's probably a lot of younger people that are inspired when they see your music and they hear it, and
mm,
um, maybe you had some challenges when you were first learning to play the bagpipe, but do you have any advice for young people, for beginners who want to
mm.
learn how to play the bagpipe?
Well, it depends on how young the person is because um, the best thing is to start learn as early as possible. But most of the Japanese uh, cannot start from the young age because they don't know they don't meet the pipes in their life in Japan. So um, they should start as early as possible. And if you want to be a piper, you should find a place to play the pipes.
I know in Japan people live very close together, at least in
Yeah,
Tokyo, and
yeah.
I wonder, like when you practice, how do you practice so the neighbors are not complaining or something like that?
Yeah, so unlike, other countries, you cannot play the pipes at home, and especially in Tokyo, because once I play the pipes at home, and the neighbor called immediately called me. I had to stop, and even in a huge park, I was playing the pipes, and there's a police coming and stopping me.
Oh,
So
wow, wow.
yeah, so there's almost no place that you can play like in the public. So um, I'm using the music studio. Um,
Okay.
so you have to kind of pay for to practice. But I also had electric pipes. There's such a
Oh,
thing called electric pipes, and it looks like this, just a
huh.
counter. So you can use
Yeah.
it by using the headphone.
Oh,
So
wow. How about the challenges of when you were learning to play bagpipes and starting to perform for the first time or
so
more and more in your career performing? What was the biggest challenge for you to overcome as an
hmm,
artist? And
well, I actually been playing in front of audience for so many years, so I actually don't remember, but I remember, and I was actually shaking when I play in front of the audience for the first few years. I was actually shaking and I couldn't play, um, as usual. And sometimes the pipes goes really wrong, and the drone stops and the chanta squeaks and stuff. But it's all about experience. You pray as much as possible, and you just get used to it.
um, are you now or recently or anytime during your career, have you collaborated with other artists to do things?
Yeah, I've been collaborating with many other artists, but yeah, and I did a recording very recently as well. But the program is, mm, and it's not easy to play the pipes with other instruments because it has different pitch, and it's not on concert pitch. So um, I actually have two set of pipes, and one is set as concert pitch pipes, and the
Oh,
other one is
okay.
normal pitch, and which is very high, and you cannot
Oh,
play with other instruments. So yeah, but it's not really easy because um, the sound range is very small, and there are so many limitations, and you have to know about the pipes in order to collaborate. So it's really hard.
mhm. Have you done anything with television or radio or internet collaboration?
Yeah, I've been on radio many times, and I I was on TV just once, and I've been collaborating with kind of famous musicians as well.
How do you see the future of bagpiping in Japan, and what is your kind of strategy for the future of your career? What's the next step for you?
Hmm. Well, personally, I really want to be a grade one piper, which is really difficult. And because I'm in grade two, and I want to be a great one piper because that's the highest level. But
Hmm.
and I'm trying to to do that, but it might take a few more years, so I'm not sure if I can do it in my life, but I'm just keep trying to. And um, I'm just doing the bagpipe lesson because I want to help people who wants to play the pipes in Japan because most of the people in Japan cannot speak English, right? And and in Scotland they have like in online lesson and stuff, but all the textbooks are in English and all the teachers are, Scottish and they speak like not straight English, right? And
Right.
so I want to teach Japanese students, but actually don't um I actually don't care what other people do. So if they need help, I will help.
Yeah. Is there another concert you have coming up? When is the next time you're going to play, do you
The
think?
next gig is in 20th December in
Mm,
Tokyo.
okay. Yeah, please send me the specifics on that, and I'll put it in the link below for
Okay,
people who
thank
want
you.
to see.
Yeah.
And um, so that's kind of wrapping up our interview. But
Okay.
is there anything else you'd like to share? Maybe I skipped over something you think is important to talk about for bagpiping in Japan, or
Um. Well, if anybody wants to play the pipes, you can just come to me, and I can help.
great. I'll put your link
Mhm.
for your contact, your preferred contact below. And I encourage everybody to go and see Ali. This is a couple of souvenirs I picked up at her concert, and I really loved it. I loved the music, and I think that anybody who hears it will really like it too. I'm going to put some clips in this interview as well so people can hear that. And Ali, thank you so, so much for this interview today. I really appreciate it. And I think there's so many fans across America and other countries that will be very interested in seeing what you do and really appreciating your music.
Thanks for having me.
Bye bye. See you next
Bye. Thank you.
time.
Bye.